Do you guys see that?
It's very pretty.
I'm obsessed. It makes a big difference just having that pop.
So that glow, see that kind of candlelight, it just picks up skin, it just makes skin look so juicy.
There's that woody base to it. It
Oh my
opens
God. Makes you want to go closer.
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Space & Co YouTube channel. My name is Raquel and today I have two very special hosts. So I'm joined by Jamie Genevieve, who is the brand founder of Vieve, and I'm also joined by Chriselle Lim, who is the brand founder of Phlur. And today we're going to be going through the perfect date night look, and of course we're going to be featuring some Vieve products as well as some Phlur products. So let's go for it. Jamie, what would be the first top date night pick that you would use?
So I'm going to start with Complexion. I'm going to start off with the Skin Over Complexion Balm, and I think the reason is I never really sit down and get ready for date night. I always top up whatever makeup I've got on during the day. And this foundation, I call it a complexion balm, but it is a foundation. It builds super easily. You can use it with your fingers, really like balmy, so you can get a tint or you can build it up. So I love building on top of what I've already got on. Like I said, you can use your fingers, you can use a sponge. I love a brush.
It's so beautiful. I have that on right now.
Yeah, I know. I had fun putting on.
I know. I was just like so shook by how moisturized, but also the coverage in it.
Because it looks like your skin still. It doesn't actually look as though you're wearing any foundation, which we love.
Yeah, because I also, for me, we were talking when I'm not going anywhere special, I still want to have some coverage, but I don't want it to feel like too overly thick, and I feel like that's a good everyday too.
I'm so excited to hear that. There's nothing like getting kind of feedback about your own products, right? But that's my first pick. The next one, I purposefully don't have it on, and I know that you don't have it on either, so I'm gonna be excited to do this.
Oh yes.
So our Nova Glow Liquid Light is our liquid highlight. It is the most amazing thin texture, but it still packs a punch, so it feels weightless on the skin and it sets down too, so even for oily skin, you can still get that glow.
I'm smiling because I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing ballerina and I mixed it with cherry.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
So I'm going to pop it on. I'm actually going to, and I know that we'll do makeup in a different way, right? You can, follow along,
Okay.
follow along.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
So I've got the shade Holy Chic. Chriselle, you've got Ballerina, which is our newest shade. And I'm actually going to go in with my fingers and I'm going to tap that on my cheeks. I'm going to give you my mirror so you can have a little play. But you see the glow.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And you don't need much at all. And actually, I'm always learning from our community online. Here you go, you can have a play. I'm actually going to try and do it
Blind.
Yeah. No makeup, no mirror makeup.
See how
test.
well you know your face.
This is stunning.
I saw one of our customers mixing this with their foundation, and it was amazing. It's so long. It's got longevity, but it has that glow and that slight shimmer, but it's not glittery.
It's not glittery. It's not chunky.
Oh,
it's very natural.
Stunning. Do you guys see that?
It's very
God,
pretty.
gorgeous.
I'm obsessed. I mean, like, it makes a big difference just having that pop.
There's something as well about having this kind of highlighted skin. When I think about date night, I think about low lighting. I think about mood lighting.
Ambience, as they say.
Yeah.
Ambience.
So I'm going to use the top of this to see how I did.
Oh, it's stunning.
Foolproof.
Perfect.
Thank you.
In the mirror?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. So that glow, see that kind of candlelight, it just picks up skin, it just makes skin look so juicy.
Can we put it on, like, the nose bridge?
Yeah, totally. Anywhere that you want glow.
I do the
blindly.
Cupid's bow as well. I love it on the
Oh,
Cupid's
yeah?
bow, yeah. It's really like a multi-use product.
Yeah,
you can
it is.
use it anywhere.
I mean, I feel like you could use it on top of your eyeshadow, too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Totally, like a topper. We're really not prescriptive. We make the products and we call them a thing. We call it, like, a foundation, a highlight, but we do try and really encourage our customers to kind of push out the boundaries and test things and mix things. So I'm always learning from our customers and our makeup artists that we work with, which is exciting. And then I'm going to pick one more thing. I'm going to say Invisible. So I'm going to finish this. I'm really excited for you to try this.
I know. I've been eyeing them like, ooh.
So Invisible is alcohol free, but it sets makeup for 16 hours. So you've got that performance, but you've also got that kindness to your skin. So you can use this every day. But it's the scent that I love.
I love it.
So I know, of course you do. So I'm going to prime it. And then a little set. So this will set your makeup in. It also kind of melts powders together. It really kind of helps your makeup sink into your skin, get it that little bit more skin-like. Will I try it on you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Ooh, it's very calming.
So it's neroli.
Oh, It's beautiful.
I remember when I first started like kind of learning about fragrances and scents in the way, not in your way, you're the pro, but neroli is nature's, they called it nature's antidepressant, so it really is calming and it's uplifting at the same time, and it's comforting, and then it dissipates, so it's not overly fragrance, but.
And I love sprays like this because for me, I have a hard time with powders. I know dependent on situation, like if I'm filming or doing something on camera, I need a powder down. But in person, I still want my makeup to set, but I don't necessarily want to put on a powder if I'm like not having to film. So I feel like a setting spray is so good just to have that glow, but still have your makeup set.
Yeah, it keeps the freshness. And another thing about, last thing about this as it's true to finish. So if you are more of a matte makeup wearer, you can set, and then once it dries down, you're still going to have that lovely matte skin. If you have got your glow on, it'll just kind of add to that radiance, but set everything down. So
It's like a little magic spray.
It's a magic spray.
Magic calming spray.
Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about this? I'm obsessed with, I know you. This wasn't part of the plan, but I tried this for the first time a few days ago, and I was so shook. I was like, this is the most incredible base before I put on my foundation. It just changed everything. I think this is a necessary one for a date night because it really just starts off and primes your face for everything.
I'm so happy. I'm like,
proud moment.
Super Skin Nova Moisture Rich Primer, but it's essentially like a really beautiful moisturizer before your makeup, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Super Skin Nova is, we just launched that, so it's one of our newer launches. We launched in January, and the feedback has been so great, and it's so exciting. I don't know if you're the same, but whenever we're making new products, I'm so excited to a point, and then I get nervous. I'm like, oh my God, like I've loved this for a long time. No one's really tried it outside of testing and the team. And it's just, I really start to think about the customer and what they're going to think. But this has been a really exciting one. And it's that ceramides, peptides, really comforting, really cushioning on the skin.
It makes your skin cushiony. That's what I feel. Like plump and cushiony before you apply your makeup. It has like this kind of protected feeling.
No, it's really, really soothing on the skin. When we do anything that involves skin, we keep it really light with the ingredients and actives. That's not what the products are there for, but it's all about hydration, calming, smoothing, skin tone. And I'm really excited for this, and I'm so excited that you love it.
I'm obsessed. This is, I think, my number one.
Ooh, love that. So, Jamie, do you have any other essential date night products that you'd recommend?
I feel like I could be here all day going through like each step of makeup, but when it comes to date night makeup, I think that I really do actually think less is more on the skin. And if you want to play, then I would play with eyes. So one product that I always reach for is our eye ones. You really can just scribble them on, blend them out, and then they will stay put all night. You can really transform a makeup in that way as well.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear kind of like date night makeup or like day to night makeup, the first thing that I would do is move on to eyes or lips and change that up, and then that's what really makes an impact. But I would keep the skin almost as fresh as during the day.
As you can,
Maybe a little bit more with the blush and the bronzer, but when it comes to the actual base and the coverage, keeping it as light as during the day, it just means it's going to wear really nicely. Light layers and less product means less that there is to move around.
Perfect. And then Chriselle, finishing off the date night look, 2 Phlur scents that you'd pick, which would they be?
So I picked these two, which Rose Whip, which is our latest Eau de Parfum, and it's just not your expected rose scent. And I have to tell you, when we were developing Rose Whip, I was a little hesitant because I've had personally reservations around rose, and I think a lot of people, they think of their mother's rose or their grandma's rose, something powdery, something very feminine, overly feminine. But I was like, if we're gonna do a rose scent, we have to make it a baddie rose. We have to make it with kind of an edge to it. So I'm really proud of this one because it is feminine and delicate, but there's something very sensual and provocative about it. So I'm going to spray it on here so you guys can both smell it.
Jamie, is this your first time smelling it?
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, test it on your skin. Test it on your skin.
I'm excited. So I as well, I saw it earlier and I went like this to go and pick it up, and I said, stop. I want my reaction on camera.
So the top note, you have to let it air a little bit. You will smell the velvety rose, but as it dries down, it goes into this. There's no leather note in it, but it has a leathery like base to it with the musk and the cashmere woods. So it just becomes very lived in.
It's not your average rose.
It's not your average
No,
rose.
not at all.
And how, all of Phlur's scents are really inspired by stories, right? And so Rose Whip, for me, it represents the modern woman. She is pretty and soft up front, but the deeper you get to know her, you realize how strong and how powerful she is. When I was younger, I always thought, being feminine is a sign of weakness, but I realized as I got older, it's actually my greatest strength, right? And so it's really about leaning into your femininity, but there's a strength to that. There's still this provocative power to the scent of being feminine. So it's like the balance, like the delicate balance of being delicate but still strong. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that
This is
so
beautiful.
much. It's really not the
Not your
average
average
rose at all.
rose, yeah.
It's got depth to it for sure, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
also it's still fresh. It's not heavy.
yeah.
Sometimes I think when I've smelled like rose scents in the past, there's to almost balance out the kind of powdery. There's something in there that's really dark and really like strong. It's
definitely the
gorgeous.
musk on the base that really balances that out. And it's like, again, just a very delicate dance of being a floral, but not overly too floral.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, my
That's
next
perfect.
one is Vanilla Skin. Vanilla Skin is probably one of our top viral scents.
Yeah.
A lot of people that don't traditionally like vanilla love Vanilla Skin. And I think that's what Phlur's really good at, is like we are able to take a traditional note like a rose or vanilla and give it a nice twist to it. I think this is a really good date night scent just because it's sweet, but it's really lived in, grown sweet. It's not like an overly sweet bakery vanilla smell. So again, there's that woody base to it.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
I love that.
Thank you, lovely.
I haven't smelled this one before. We talked about it. My favourite scent of yours at the moment is Father Figure.
That's my go-to.
I love it. And I remember the first time that I wore it, I went out to get my nails done, and my nail tech was like, "You smell different today. You smell different." She was like, "You smell fresh. But it's still distinctive."
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I love that.
It's like a coziness. I think it's great for a date night because it's a warmth. It's quite sensual.
Makes you want to go closer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I've learned so much. I feel like I'm really well equipped for the perfect date night look and the perfect date night fragrance. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions for Jamie or for Chriselle, please pop them below. And of course, anything that we mentioned will be linked in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.